What's up you guys, I'm the SNES Geek and welcome to this very video. So now it is the last day of 2024, December 21st, 2024. Tomorrow is January 1st, 2025. And since this has been a very special year for the SNES Geek, an anniversary season, I'm going to do a special video. Instead of doing a game review to end it, I will actually go through each and every one of my videos I made this year and do some trivia, some things you didn't know but can be fun to think about. So in the next video that's going to happen, it will be January 2025. So I will see you guys and enjoy the video!
Eternal Sonata, the very first review of the year. I had the intention of making a skit for every review, something that went down the drain when I saw the views barely increasing. It currently sits as 10 views, which is, well, to be fair, my update video before did much better, so I hope that this will take off. You will, however, see intros for the next few videos. Donut Duck Quack Attack. This was kinda special since I had bought this game for a reason. It was my 10th year as a retro gamer and I celebrated the beginning of 2024 by buying the N64 games that I'd seen a lot but couldn't afford, until I did. I didn't finish the game, which may sound a bit boring, but if you have played an N64 game with a worn-out control stick, you know why. I just bought this Nerf gun and I wanted to use it for something, so that is why shooting this game was the best idea. Donut Duck Quack Attack PS1. This intro was made in a unique way. I threw a smartphone into a cardboard box, hence why it sounded like a volcano eruption or an explosion of some sort. There was actually a revenge review after failure with the Nintendo 64 version. I tackled the PS1 version instead. This was another PS1 console as my original one had broken, something that had begun to show stall in recent years, but this was the first time it erupted and I tried to get it fixed, something that failed. You can tell that this is a different PS1 by looking at the number 2 drawn on the lid. Ace Golf GameCube. I have been seeing this game online for a very long time for a very cheap price. It was at that moment I decided to buy it and it later became a review. As for these creatures you see right here, they are basically 2 rat puppets known as Rumel and Rabalder, who are kids TV mascots at TV4 from the mid-90s to the mid-2000s. They're the TV show with the detective agency, whom they took over from the original owner Alan, who had died. They do a bad job, but they have their hearts in the right places, and a few games were released, whom all were on real obstacle courses. And for this review, I filmed it in an evening. The SNES Geek Pilot. This was the first non-game review I ever made, although it is a game review within itself. I tested the waters back in 2014, hoping to get something decent out to the world. I didn't release it, but I had it burned on the DVD since then. And since there wasn't anything strange happening, and because it was 10 years ago, I edited English subtitles on it and released it. I remember being at home while filming. I had a day off, so it was the perfect time to film something like this. The most interesting thing to me is to check out my game collection and see how scarce it is. Mario Kart 64. This is the last consecutive review I made for a while. I have been inspired by some YouTubers I watched and wanted to begin doing Let's Plays again, so it took a few weeks from the time I could make reviews. Oh well, this is the quickest intro I ever made. Was it the best? Well, you be the judge. I scripted and edited this review all in one evening. Hooray for me! Croc, Legend of the Gobos, PS1. After about 7 weeks, I finally returned to the SNES Geek with a remake of an old review. This was the first time I played this on an emulator with the disc inserted into the PC. It was an odd experience to say the least. I played this on the weird Xbox 360 controller and it's hard to steer him well. I only played through the first island because I couldn't stand it, which is sad because the OG PS1 controller works well. Minecraft Xbox 360. This is my most popular review of the year, sitting as 400 views. I think this increase has something to do with the fact that I met 3 school interns who took an interest in my channel when I told them about it. Maybe it is because there weren't that many Minecraft reviews, who knows. I didn't actually script this review at all. I just turned on the mic and went for it. I only played through the tutorial section, some that should have stuck around for later versions. In retrospect, going through, the main game itself would be a good idea. Something I don't really know. This game is pretty much the same without it. Wave Race 64, a remake of the OG review I uploaded back in the day. Thankfully the original is very much dated, since I think that way. It means I have grown since then. I filmed the first part outdoors, the first time I did that since Eternal Sonata. Filmed at the backside at my local supermarket. I slowed down some of the footage since I needed the clips to correlate with my voice. Pickup Express PC, one of the last reviews I posted before taking a break. Although it wasn't really a stopping break, I was going to keep making videos. It was at a point when I was going to put some real time and effort into my channel. I found this game online at some point, and despite how old it is, it somehow worked on my current PC. I've been thinking about releasing a smaller review so the big review wouldn't take up all the time in the schedule. Just being up the schedule isn't that great to me. It took about 20 minutes to capture footage. Woody PC, another on-rails adventure similar to Rummelora Balder. I found it at a pawn shop back in 2017. I didn't play it until this review. It was once again a game that worked on my very modern PC for some reason, and because of my wish to get another review down, I captured footage, scripted it, and did the voiceover. I didn't finish the game since I kept crashing and redoing the game again and again. And it is a game where pushing the escape key doesn't bring you to a pause menu. It takes you back to the main menu. Octodad, this is it, the last review before my break. I reviewed a classic early to mid 2010s YouTube video game, that being Octodad. I was expecting this review to take off since it is a very nostalgic game that, much like before, didn't take off at all. It sits at 9 views right now, and there hasn't been increased all that much since it came out. Maybe because it's really short, it's only 5 minutes. I was expecting it to be longer, something that it wasn't. It is also the last time the old intro was included, so this is the end of an era. Sports Champions PS3, one of my most frustrated reviews of all time. It was not a bad review overall. On the surface, it is a standard review like the rest, but it was a replacement. I had spent these few weeks working on a very special review. It was going to be of a Nintendo game, Mario Sports Mix. The review was finished, I captured video, audio, edited the whole thing, and then I was an idiot, deleting all of it along with all of the raw material. Only thing I left is the audio. So I quickly did this review to get it out. That being Sports Champions. So now I will be summarizing the rest of this review since there isn't much to say about them. Crash Bandicoot, Back in Time, was the first fan game I reviewed, something that began a domino effect. FNAF shooter gave me more views than I thought. I was going to do a let's play for my other channel, but after it sounded really weird, I changed it to a review. The Crash 2 level rankings are unlisted, but I will probably get them listed. The Crash 2 review has changed my mind on Crash 2 as a whole. I like it a lot more. This is where the browser era began. Toy Story 2 Buzz to the Rescue was a review that I betted a lot on doing well since it was meant to be a celebration of Toy Story 2 the movie, if not massively with it having 3 views as of now. Surgeon Simulator was the most recent full game I reviewed, and also it flopped. The rest of these are just browser games, those you can play right now. They are kinda quick to make, capture footage in about 50 to 20 minutes, improvise what to say, fixing the thumbnail, uploading it, adding other videos at the end, and then publishing it on Facebook. So if I go to summarize my 2024 on YouTube, it was good. I grew my channel in everything, in comments, in like and subscriptions. Right now I'm at 62, and I have realized I can do videos at a good pace if I put my mind to it. As for 2025, I will be slowing down with celebration reviews. I will continue to browse the game reviews as well as big reviews. As I make now this video, I have plans for I have now plans for what the first game review will be. But what? Well, you will find out. Happy New Year, everybody!